Anyway, the main event was next on this program, and the only reason that I stuck around to watch it because of who it was in it. And then we get to it, unsanctioned lights out match, no disqualification, no rules. As opposed to what other match on this program that had rules? Why don't they just say, hey, here's a special stipulation. In this match, you can get disqualified if you cheat.
We have a special match, a rules match here tonight. The referee knows how to count in this match.
And nobody ever gets disqualified in this fucking fakakta company to begin with. So anyway, Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks. And I'm thinking, okay, let's see. And then but they give the big entrance video for Starks and the big lighting effect. And I'm thinking, okay, but however, they've doomed these guys with the spot they put them in and the show they presented in front of them. A lights out match that the announcer said was so dangerous between these two and their ill feelings that it can't be sanctioned by the company because somebody could get hurt. And then here's two guys fighting barehanded. We can't sanction that. But that opening match with fucking 4 guys and a girl and tables and fighting all over the fucking building, well, that's fine. And or what about the battle royal with 20 people fucking doing whatever the fuck they wanted? Or the other 2 or 3 no disqualification matches that I've forgotten about. So now every match has had chaos and multiple tables and furniture and violence and handcuffs and whatever. And this lights out match is 2 guys. But within 2 minutes, Hobbs is pulling out a table and bringing it in and hitting Starks with it. And then a chair. And then a second chair. And while Starks is in the ring selling, Hobbs is on the floor looking under the ring and tossing junk in. And there's nothing actually happening. And then they go to the break. And when they came back from the break, I'd been distracted. I believe by Harley at that point, she needed to piss, and I forgot to pause the DVR. And when I came back, it was very close to the end of this thing. And at that point, I wasn't even interested enough to back it up and see what I missed. Because what the fuck could I have missed? I've seen people through furniture, people handcuffed, people, tried to fucking bleed to death. Near fucking fatalities? What are these two going to do? Maybe sometime they'll let Starks and Hobbs have a match, either a normal match or a stipulation match where the stipulation makes sense and everything that they could possibly do hasn't already been done beforehand in the program by 5 other people and 3 girls. And I like both these guys, but you can't watch them in a real match so you can judge their work or determine their progress without the furniture and the chairs and the bullshit. And anybody can do that. So after fighting on the stage and then getting back in the ring, and by the way, I think that was the 3rd match of the night that had fighting on the stage, Starks put him through a table and then hit him over the head with what I presume was a fake 2x4. Because if he didn't, then it would have killed him and his brains would have been splattered into jelly. And then he hit his wrestling finish on him, on Hobbs, did Starks. After he hit him over the head with a baseball bat swing with a 2x4, then he hit his wrestling finish. And I assume 1, 2, 3, but my DVR froze because they can't manage their time and they always do their pinfalls in the last 15 seconds of the show. So there was Hobbs and Starks. We couldn't even enjoy that.
You know what actually took me out of that match even more than the stipulations and the nature of the match was actually the fact that the previous match was Hobbs just destroying Starks in 7 minutes. What about that made me want to see them wrestle again?
Yeah, we still have not gotten an explanation for why that match was so blah or so short or the finish just came out of nowhere.
Unless they got killed for time, unless someone else ran really long and then Because that was towards the end of the show, I think, on the pay-per-view. Maybe they got killed there, but it
Good
didn't make
Lord,
any sense.
Jesus Christ, it's not like anybody else tries to hit their time. Those shows last 5 fucking hours. I can't believe that would one of the, first times in history that people in AEW decided, well, maybe we're going too long and it was too short. I call bullshit on that. Well, maybe we'll never find out.